The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Carolina.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Bridgewater flushed out right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Deuce.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
No score.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Defense all day. Mike, check 33. Sunday. Check Mike 33. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, Ford Tokyo. 33. It's been a long day for you.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Don't get nervous. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Motion. Check 4. Alert 3.
Here's Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down and long.
Mike's 50.
Throwing now is Wentz. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Check 24, check 24.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 120. You got nothing to it. Miss by 7. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 33.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31, Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Sanders. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try to run forward with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Going for it with Sanders. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts
At the 6-yard line.
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and goal from the 6.
Hey, one set. Check line 54. Line 54. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time.
They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. This is McCaffrey. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second and 12, Wentz. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second and 7, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
54, right there.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle made by K1 Short.
yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Good dash. Come. Slam. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check. Lucky.
They'll go again with Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
I'm going back to you.
To throw is Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
On the handoff.
So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Bridgewater, eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
10 at the 42-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
50, Mike, 50. Here we go. Check. 36. Watch the end. Here's 40. 50, Mike, 50. Exit.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the hook. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Showing up. Check.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 39. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's crazy. He's checking pressure.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Slam. Check nickel.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 50. We own this.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch here. Shoot.
Another run with Sanders. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, check. Mike 50. Great 15. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Who needs help when you got a team like this?
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wentz to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.